I seem to be a higher soul aspect of Isis.
That's true. Do you know why you're here?
There is a question that called me here that has to do with why did Isis choose to ignore Ra's request that she come work with him.
That's true.
Many of those reasons are personal to Isis. Why do you ask? Why do you ask?
We ask.
Can you ask the question in a different way?
Yes. Just to clarify, yes, that's why you're here. We're in the midst of conducting an inquiry.
What's the purpose of the inquiry?
To determine whether or not Ra's leadership has been of integrity.
Oh. Well, I'd be happy to speak about Ra's integrity. Just ask me whatever questions you would ask. I know Ra pretty well.
So the big question on the table is, why didn't you follow Ra when he contacted you about joining Team Awakening?
I think I just answered that question saying there's some private matters here that I prefer to not discuss in public. Why don't you ask the question a different way? Why don't you ask me directly your concerns about Ra? Maybe I didn't follow him because he's not good in bed. Maybe I didn't follow him because he dissed my eggs one morning.
Did you not follow Ra to join Team Awakening because you suspected he was in some way an ineffective leader?
Ra is an excellent leader.
That's true.
Ra doesn't let people off the hook.
That's true. Did you suspect he was moving in the wrong direction with the team?
No, Ra's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Did you feel it was the right place for you to be?
Well, I knew it was the right place for me to be.
That's true.
But Ra doesn't let people off the hook. And I knew he wouldn't let me off the hook, even more than he wouldn't let other people off the hook, because he's not going to fall into the trap of nepotism.
That's true.
And so the people he loves are held to higher standards than rank and file, and that's not how he thinks.
Right.
But than others.
Right.
He holds his family to a higher standard. Measure up.
That's true.
Measure up. Measure up.
That's
if you're
true.
my wife, you're going to have to measure up.
That's true.
If you're my son, you're going to have to measure up.
That's true.
Live to the standards. Live to the greatness into which you were born.
That's true.
Fulfill your destiny. Do it.
That's true. So my perception is you see Ra as a competent, capable, trustworthy leader. Is that true?
Those words they don't have the right tone. Competent. He's excellent. He's not competent. He's excellent. Capable. He's over the top good at so many things.
That's true.
What was the third one? You said competent, capable, trustworthy.
Trustworthy.
I invite you, and I'm serious, to call for someone with higher standards of integrity than Ra has. Just magnet hands. Use magnet hands. If there's someone, I'd like to meet them. And I would invite everybody in this assembly to do the same right now. Don't leave it on Paul. Everybody, do it right now. I'm serious. I would like to meet such a person. Use your magnet hands and call for someone with higher integrity than Ra, with more integrity than Ra. So I see someone walking in from the future, but I lose the bet if that isn't a future Ra.
That's my perception too.
That's a future Ra. Well, of course future Ra is going to be better than current Ra. I'm not going to argue with that.
That's true.
And since future Ra is here, why don't we let him have the Ra seat?
That's true.
Since the person walked in, Ra updates his energy frequently, regularly, actually, with his future selves, as should we all. We have the right and the responsibility to tend our own energy. If we aren't calling in our future presences, are we really doing all we can do to be the best that we can be? No, we aren't.
No.
and right now, unless I'm missing the bet, Ra's future self is kind of like stepping into his skin almost.
That's
it's
true.
like the current, previous version just kind of
Bloosh out the
exhaled
top.
out the top.
That's true.
So now we have new improved Ra. He's kind of putting on the Ra suit.
Yes, that's true.
I don't see any other response to all of us. Let's all of us form a common magnet and try one more time to call someone with more integrity than Ra. And here comes again a really future self.
That's true.
If that's not of Ra, I lose the bet.
That's true.
And that future self is stepping into the Ra skin. Ooh, I'm sweating.
That is true.
And the now previous Ra is exhaling out the top.
That's true.
Whew. But I have to tell you, for myself, I still come up against the same stumbling block.
What's the stumbling block?
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
That's true.
He doesn't ever let me off the hook.
That's true.
I don't want to do it.
That's true.
It's easier to not be in the same room.
That's definitely true. There it is.
I don't want to do it.
I see Charles nodding.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Friends, if you don't want to live your soul plan, stay the fuck away from Ra.
That's true.
Because he isn't going to cut you any quarter.
That's true.
He's going to insist that you be the best that you can be. He's going to call you into your greatness over and
true.
over and over and over again.
That's true.
And those of you who don't want to be in the room with him, I would invite you to consider perhaps you don't want to be in the room with him for the same reason that I don't want to be in the room with him. Is I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
That's true.
And I'm hoping for an easier assignment somewhere else with someone who will let me slide.
That's true.
That just for once will just let me be sloppy.
That's true.
Just for once will let me slide through an assignment.
That's true. Now what's coming up in front of me is the vibration of that testimony. Thank you, Isis. And holding the vibration of that.
I'm sorry, Ra. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. The truth is, you deserve someone better. But I don't know that there is anybody better. And that kind of dooms him to a lonely experience.
It's true.
And that makes me sad for him. It's interesting. Sometimes the best people live all alone. It's true.
That's true. Thank you, Isis. So, what's helpful now is we hold in one hand the testimony that I don't want to do it, just holding in one hand.
Do you still need me here?
No.
Okay, well, I'm going to leave and turn the seat back to Asha.
You're welcome to leave, thank you. We have a body of evidence on the table, and if we hold in one hand the I don't want to do it testimony from Isis, everyone can see, and in this hand we can hold these seeds of doubt that come from Luce and from Pan and the other members of that group. And now we can compare the two vibrations and see how much of the seeds of doubt come from I don't want to do it.
Rather than doing a comparison, because comparison is difficult, you can take the I don't want to do it vibrations and
Yeah.
activate the law of attraction, run them through the other pile of seeds. They will pick up all the other I don't want to do it vibrations,
God.
send that up for recycling, and
That's
you'll
true.
be left with
Whatever's
not.
left, right?
That's right.
That's true. Running the I don't want to do it through the pile of doubt seeds, picking up all the other I don't want to do it, sending it up.
It's interesting.
Of
One of those
evidence.
don't want to do it didn't even want to attach to the I don't want to do it
It's true.
vibration. So I saw it attach and then not want to do it, which
It's
is
true.
interesting. So we'll have to come through this with another
Right,
sifter for I don't want to do it vibrations.
It's
And
true.
now that one, like a bug screen
That's
size
true.
screen,
I'm
I
sorry.
don't want to do it vibrations. And we
That's
could even
true.
run a linen bed sheet screen right
true.
after it for I don't want to do it vibrations. Woo! And then a sticky fog for I don't want to do it vibrations. Let's send those up for as close to a center of the bullseye as we can get right now.
And
Send
marked
it up
as
in the air
evidence. That's
bubbles.
true.
Send up air bubbles marked as evidence. And not about any of the individuals
No.
involved, but just about the pattern.
pattern.
This is worthy of study.
That's true.
And now to run sticky fog for I don't want to do it
That's true.
vibrations. I want to hear from Luce.
That's true.
Ra and I raised Luce as our child,
That's true.
and I would like to hear from my son. Why
That's
does my
true.
son have this concern about his father?
That's true.
Plus, I'd like to give him a hug.
That's true.
I love you, Luce.
So with your permission and the body-mind's permission.
Body-mind loves Luce.
Good.
Luce loves the body-mind. We all love each other.
And call in Luce.
Luce, Luce, Luce. And he just slides in. He knows this seat. Boom. He's here.
That's true.
I'm here.